looking back, he could remember the first time he'd ever seen Bobby. It was a bitter winter night in mid-January. He'd been coming home from the pub. The snow was being driven into drifts by a howling wind. Ice made the pavement slippery underfoot. It wasn't a fit night for man and the beast to be out in. Yeah, that's when he'd first met Bobby. The dog had followed him, slinking and cringing, always about 10 feet behind him, right from outside the alehouse, along the main road and up the street. He stopped and turned to get a good look at it. It was only a puppy, really, about 4 months old. Its tail and ears drooped in the wind-driven whiteness. It wasn't a particularly good-looking hound either. A little mongrel, no pedigree, just the usual 57 varieties. Probably it had been given to some kid as a Christmas present and slung out unwanted after the holiday was over. He'd stared at the dog, and the dog had stared back at him. It took a pace backward, as if expecting him to aim a boot at it. Poor little beggar. You could have played Rule Britannia on its ribs. Here, come on, old fella. He crouched in the snow, held out his hand to the freezing, half-starved pup. It hesitated a second. Then, as if it sensed everything would be okay, it shook its head, wagged its drooping tail, and trotted slowly up to him. He patted it and scratched behind its ears as he talked. Hello there, old fella. Where are you from? Been slung out, have you? The puppy came close into him, as if he could protect it from the cold, hostile world. That was a lot of years ago now. He'd taken the puppy home with him and named it Bobby. Not for any particular reason, other than it looked like a Bobby and always came when the name was called. It was a good little dog, quite clean, and it didn't need a lot of looking after either. One decent meal a day and a bowl of water. Oh, and a saucer of tea every morning. Proper old-fashioned Bobby was. Always liked his saucer of tea with his dad. You know, when you come to think of it, he thought, it wasn't much. A bit of scoff and a drink, somewhere warm and dry for it to kip every night. But the returns he'd got from that dog Bobby, it had been a companion, always ready to wag its tail and be stroked. And if he ever felt depressed or fed up, there was Bobby, gazing at him with those soft, gentle dog's eyes, the owl tail going 20 to the dozen. It never failed to cheer him up. Bobby was his mate, someone he could tell his troubles and his dreams to. But Bobby had been dead about 6 months now. They'd been inseparable, went everywhere together. What was it that fella had said in the pub? Dogs are only animals and they haven't got a soul. He smiled to himself and thought, just shows how much that fella knows, doesn't it?